We're here to talk about our Game Week 7 selections. We are no experts, but we love FPL as much as everyone else. So Carmina and I are going to discuss our teams and review last week's results. So we're going to now go on to the results.
Cool.
For Game Week 6.
Game Week 6 review. Let's have a look here, guys. So I went and got a green arrow, which was nice, up to 301k, which is very cool. I had Sanchez in goal. Yeah, not bad. I had Sanchez in goal for 1 point. We had Digne come in with the 5 points. Alexander-Arnold, he only got the 1 point, and then Shaw, unfortunately, had an injury and came off with 0 points. Pretty unfortunate there. And well, let's look at the midfield now, because we've got Sarr, who came in at 9 points. He was probably the star of the show. Get it?
Solid.
he had a good one. We had Jota come in with 4 points. Finally got a goal.
Finally.
I know. Salah as well. Mr. Consistent was always there. Ben Rama, unfortunately, blanked, but he did get a clean sheet. And Rafinha, even though he had the orange flag, still got the 8 points. God. Pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Ronaldo up front with 2 points, and Antonio was my captain, which was awesome. Came in with 16 points as captaincy. On the bench, I had Raya for 2 points, Duffy for 2 points, Amati and Obafemi, pretty much a no-go. They had 0 points. They don't even play anymore. How did your team go, Taylor?
Oh, well, my team went all right. So I had McCarthy in goals for 2 points. I had Rudiger for 1 point, unfortunately, as well as Trent, 1 point, Cresswell, 2 points, and Van Dijk, 1 point. Coming in midfield is Salah with 7 points, like you said, Mr. Consistency. Mm-hmm. Then I got Gray with 6 points, not too bad. Pretty happy with that. I just transferred him in. Sarr as well with 9 points, solid.
Amazing.
Ben Rama, 3 points, like he said, clean sheet. Then I've got Antonio as my captain, 16 points. And Ronaldo for 2 points. I was so close to captaining him, but I didn't. I stuck with Antonio, and it paid off.
Wow.
Then I've got Foster on bench in the goalkeeping for 3 points. Kovacic for 2 points on the bench, as well as Pukki 2 points and White 2 points.
Nice. They lost that clean sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, my worst players on the team, like I just said, was Van Dijk and Trent. Trent, which is now out because of injury. So that's pretty unfortunate. Not back until like the 16th of October.
Yeah, so he'll be back after. He could be back for Watford. We're not sure yet, but he'll get that international break, and he's going to miss this week's big matchup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And even Rudiger only 1 point, so I'm pretty disappointed in that. However, best value players, I captained Antonio, and it paid off, like I just said. I was really glad that Sarr this week did really well. We'll keep him in for this game week, but unsure of his fixture churn. It's becoming a bit difficult for them. Overall, I went from 2,202,000 to 1,900,000. So that's really good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Slowly climbing. You'll get there. Fantastic. Good job. Awesome. Well, let's go on to, we've got some Game Week 7 top picks, which we've picked out 3 players that could do well here for Game Week 7. Okay, so let's have a look at Game Week 7 top picks.
First up, we've got Sarr, our goalkeeper. So total points of 28. His price is only 5 mil. Had a whopping 14 points last game week. He's got a good form, and Wolves are a very defensive team. And they have a good fixture this week of Newcastle at home, and then going on to Avondale.
That's all right.
Aston Villa and Leeds.
Yeah, Awesome. Well, we know that Wolves have been pretty good with defence. We know they're a defensive team, so it's good to see they've got some clean sheets there. They've now got their second clean sheet. Sar's pretty good when it comes to saves, so they've really got that back line covered, and I think he will do well. I think the confidence really with Jimenez finally scoring, I think they'll be quite confident going into Newcastle. He might get some saves. A lot of people brought in St. Maximin as well, so we'll see how he goes. Pretty exciting. Awesome. Let's go on to the next person. We cannot miss this guy. Lukaku. We can't go past him. 27 points he's on. He's priced at 11.7. So one of the 3 premium players that we have here in FPL this season. Southampton conceded 7 goals. So they have conceded quite a lot. I think it's about 11th out of all the teams. Lukaku's had 14 shots in the box alone. 14. That's insane. So Southampton is looking like a good fixture for Lukaku. And I know those people who have brought in Lukaku on the wildcard. They've made that switch from Ronaldo to Lukaku. Would you do the same as well, do you think?
Oh, it's a tough call.
Yeah, no.
He's got a great fixture.
Yeah.
I might have to save my transfers for him.
Yeah, definitely. We've got Saka, who also came in with some really solid points this week. He got a goal and he got an assist. So now he's actually on 26 points. And he's only priced at 6.3, which is insane. Wow. That's insane. He's had 9 shots in the box already for this season, which is only 5 less than Lukaku at, almost half the price, and he's nailed. So he is constantly starting, and he's actually increased in minutes. So he's not much of a rotation risk, which is good. And against Brighton away, who have conceded a fair few times. So we'll see. I think Saka's one to watch as well. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I haven't noticed him previously, but now that you've said it, I'm going to keep my eye on him. And he's even got Crystal Palace and Aston Villa up after that. So that's a pretty good fixture going forward.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll keep my eye on him definitely for that price.
That sounds great. Well, Taylor, let's move on to our next selection here. We're going to have a look over here for this week's team selection, which is so exciting. Yeah. So we're going to go through who we've got in each position of our team. So first up, between the sticks, I've got Sanchez. Now, I was tossing up because I've got Sanchez and I've got Raya, and they've both got pretty ish fixtures. So I went with Sanchez going against Arsenal at home, and I usually go for an Arsenal for a home pick over an away pick because Raya was away at West Ham. So I've got him between the sticks. In my back line, we've had so many injuries. I've actually taken Shaw out. That was my transfer this week. Shaw's now gone. Brought in Rudiger. That's what you've got, right? Have you got Rudiger in there?
Yeah, I've got Rudiger in
there. He's
a
great pick. He's one of those nailed players for Chelsea in the back line. Everyone else is kind of a bit up in the air. So I've got Rudiger against Southampton, Duffy as well against Arsenal at home. So I've got that double Brighton defence. Hopefully pulls through. We'll see how we go. Digne I've got against Man U. I couldn't waste another transfer. I couldn't take a hit to take him out, but he was the one I was going to ship out. But unfortunately, I had to get out Shaw, so no go there pretty much. In the middle, I've got Sarr against Leeds. Jota and Salah are both going to be against Man City, so I was looking to get Jota out as well. Not the best fixture for them, but we'll move on. Ben Rama's up against Brentford at home. And I've got Rafinha, who's now unflagged. So he's got no flag. Hopefully he's going to smash it against Watford at home. But Sarr and Rafinha are both going to play each other. So hopefully it's goals galore. We'll see. And then up front, I'm looking at it. Up front, we've got Ronaldo and we've got Antonio. So Ronaldo's got Everton at home, which actually is a decent fixture. It's not too bad. And I've got him there as captain. But I actually am kind of leaning towards Antonio. So really, it's going to be a deadline decision between Antonio and Ronaldo. So very, very
tough decision. It's a really tough one this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. And then on the bench, I've got Raya, I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I've got Amati and Obafemi. So they're sticking on the bench. I'm looking to wildcard possibly straight after the international break. So we'll see. I might change up, Who knows? Mm-hmm. Let's have a look at your team, shall we?
Oh, yes. So I've got in my goals Foster at the moment against Leeds away because I've put McCarthy on bench with Chelsea. I just am thinking that's probably the right decision at this time.
Yeah.
So then I've got Rudiger versus Southampton in the defence, as well as Cresswell, who's playing Brentford, and then Van Dijk against Man City. I didn't really have any other defenders unless I want to trade Van Dijk for White, who's playing Brighton. So that's probably for me a deadline decision.
Yeah.
Then I've got in midfield Kovacic against Southampton, Salah as well, Gray for Man United, Sarr for Leeds, and Benrahma for Brentford as well, with Antonio in the forward as well as Ronaldo. And I've got Antonio as my captain, and I'm thinking I will keep it, but it is a tough decision, like you said.
Yeah, definitely is.
So I'm thinking that Rudiger should do well this week up against Southampton. I believe the team has something to prove this week. Sarr should shine this week against Leeds. I really think he will.
Like a star.
He has... He has a taste for proving his worth in like competitive games, I swear. And Antonio has such great stats against Brentford. It's a real possibility that he will push his skills to the limit and show West Ham at home why he's in the team. And yeah, so Antonio at the moment for captain, and yeah, I'd love to see Ronaldo bring back some solid points for Man United though.
I would like to see that too. He did score midweek, so who knows, he might be getting that fire in his belly once again. Awesome picks, Taylor. Fantastic, good to see. So did you not make any transfers this week?
I have not made any transfers.
Ooh.
I've got 1 point in the bank for that. So what about you? You got any points in the bank for the transfers, or you used it all up this week?
I used up my transfer. I've still got 0.5 million in the bank, so I'm waiting for my wild card and see how I can use all of those all my money. So it's going to be a big spender over in the international break. So I've got to keep up to date, I guess. Yeah, let's move on to the league updates, shall we? We've had a number of entries over the last week, but as well, we've got now 15 here. The top 15 is on the screen. Who have we got first there? Who can you see?
Hole for promotion, Alex O'Neill. Well done at 464 points.
We've actually got 2 leaders, Taylor. Look at number 2.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Central Perks, Martin Perks. He's also at 464 points.
Yeah, incredible.
But I think Alex is on top because he got 55 points.
Yeah, for the game week. So their total points are the same. Incredible. But then on third place, we've just got 10 points between the first 2 and the second. Or the third, we should say, 454 points. So we've got some really high scores over there. So we've got some chasing to do, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do. So Josh Castle in third place is doing really well. I think I'm down there at 13th with a big red arrow. So thanks, boys, for doing that.
Unfortunate. Jody's lad's coming in last. She's got the wooden spoon. I think that's maybe the second week in a row, is it? Sorry, Jody. I did check how many entries we've got for this coming game week. There are 7 entries. There's 7 entries. Yeah, 7 new ones. So
you know what that means?
What does that mean? More arrows?
It means that more arrows and more people can join next week as well.
Absolutely. There'll definitely be more people to join. So jump on in, and you can see just under the screen here, we've got the league code, which you can join, and we'll chuck that in the description as well, won't we?
Yep, and cash prizes are available for first and second. So if you think you're up for it to win the game at the end of the league, join us right away.
Absolutely. So guys, be part of that Twitter conversation because we are on there. We're looking at doing some Twitter spaces as well, which will be interesting. We've got our Instagram live sessions and some stories, so keep up to date. Follow our Instagram. And yeah, smash that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed our video. Have a look down here. We've got some questions that need to go into the comments. Who will be your captain this week? Who's yours? You don't even know, do you, Taylor?
No. But you know what? I think we should answer a frequently asked question by some people on Twitter. Ooh. So we have here one of the people retweeted, should I keep Trent this week? So what do you think about that, Carm? Because I'm so confused. I'm up in the air.
It's hard. It's tough. I know Trent's out for a good 3 weeks, and that's quite a big chunk. Taking into consideration, we do have that international break. So, I mean, he really will only miss 2 games at most, probably. So it really depends on your team. I think it really depends on who you've got. If you've got a decent bench lined up, if you don't have any issues, if you've got people like Shaw or Reece James who's out and Ayling who's out, you've got 3 defenders down. So if you do have Trent, then you know what, you're gonna have to either look to wildcard or look to bring in a big hit of 8 points or 12 points just to fix that up. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Liverpool fixture at the moment is looking a bit difficult. So if you want to transfer him, there's not a complete issue with that, because you could probably find another defender with a better fixture. I also have him, but if you do sell him, is the player you bring in going to replace his points? Is it worth just benching him?
Yeah, that's true, and that's the reason I'm benching him too, because I am looking to play the wild card, but at the same time I want to keep his value, his player value, so I'm not losing much out of that. But I mean, a tricky one. I think there's a lot of people who are looking to do something with Trent and they don't know what to do. That's completely fair enough. There's a lot of decisions to be made before game week 7 deadline, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
there's no right or wrong answer, so you kind of just got to weigh up for your team what's best, and
Absolutely,
just
yeah.
kind of figure it out. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, great question from Twitter that we've got there. And if you've got questions, guys, don't forget, we are there on Twitter to answer your questions, to look at your teams, and you can come and join us in whatever we talk about, whatever we discuss. It's great. Awesome.
If you have another question that you want us to pop in our next video, just ask away and we'll discuss it.
Absolutely. Fantastic. So if you liked that video, guys, don't forget, subscribe and smash that like button, and we will see you for our next video for game week 8 it'll be. Ooh.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Can't
all right.
wait.
Good luck, everyone. Green arrows for you all. Bye.